Hi there, my name's Peter and welcome along to Peter's Reviews. We're going to go for a drive today and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what the channel's getting up to and what we're going to be reviewing going forward, as well as the other things we already review. So today I'm out and I'm in my car, but it's unusual because I'm now in an electric car, and in the past as a company car owner, or a company car driver, sorry, I've always been given sort of diesel estate cars with great range, 500-600 miles. So when I was told I was going to be getting an electric car as a company car, first thing I thought, range anxiety. Will this do the job for us? So that's what I'm here to talk about. I want to talk about the car a bit. I want to tell you a little bit about the sort of miles I do in a day, where I go around the country, and if you find it interesting, what I'm hoping to do is build on it week by week to help company car drivers like myself, or people that are thinking about getting a car and using it as a company car, or doing business miles privately by buying one of these cars. I thought it might be quite useful for me to share my experiences. So here we are. Personally, I'm an engineer. I travel the country. I go probably anything from 80 miles a day to, worst case scenario, 350 miles a day. Probably on average anywhere between 180 250 miles is my sort of normal in a day. So this car I am in, let's learn a little bit more about that. So the car I've been given is a Kia e-niro, a level 2 spec, and it's the long range Kia e-niro level 2. Get my words out. So what that means, it's a 64 kilowatt batteries, and it's a predicted range, I say predicted, 286 miles. Now you may well get close to that in the summer when the conditions are perfect, but we're early December here, and I can only tell you what I'm getting at the minute. So when I charge this up overnight and I jump in the car in the morning, it's saying anything, depending on the temperature, anything between 190 miles range to maybe 201. Now, you won't necessarily get that range, even what it says on the odometer at the front here. I like to come home with at least 10% battery in the car as well. So for me, I knock off another 10 miles or so off that, and I work on about 180 miles in a day. And what I try to do with that is then plan my day accordingly, so I can work out if I need to use chargers, public chargers anywhere. And what I've done with that is this car has Android Android Auto on it, so I can link my phone to the screen here, and I use ZapMap. Now, ZapMap helps me to put the different locations I'm going to in a day in there, and then it tells me, it works out the sort of distances to do all that, and tells me if I need to stop anywhere for a charge. It tells me roughly how much I'll need to put in, but you have to put all that detail in there so it can work it out. It's very simple. By the way, I don't get paid with ZapMap, it's just something I'm using at the minute. So put all that information in there, and it gives you some charging points along the way. And the good thing about ZapMap is people, users of ZapMap, will then go in and they put down their experiences, take pictures, put down if it was faulty, didn't work, great charger, charged quick, I was only getting half power, all sorts of different information, which is really good. And people do that quite often, on a weekly basis. So you're not turning up blind at chargers that might be faulty, might be busy. It gives you a good idea of what's going on at that particular location. So I've started to use that, and I find it quite helpful. So that's how I get around the country using the car. Now, the car itself, let's talk about it. The spec, it's a level 2, like I say. Level 2 comes with partial leather seats, very comfortable seats, no problem with them at all. It's a really comfortable, nice driving position. Obviously, being electric, it's automatic. It comes with this round gear shifter, which is very similar to sort of Jag gear shifter in the XS and the XF and some of the newer cars. So what you've got on there is you've got your parking, your drive, reverse and neutral, just the basic settings on any automatic car. So down here, while I'm down in this section, you'll also see that you've got a driver mode, and that driver mode lets you choose a eco mode, normal mode, and sports mode. Personally, they're all brilliant. You know, you can tell the difference, but don't be scared to drive in eco mode, because I do all the time. And eco mode isn't all that you might think it is. It drives quite normally, and if you put the foot down, it still throws you at the back of your seat and helps you move. You're not restricted to a certain speeds of that. It just applies the power that little bit slower, but you really won't notice it unless you like a bit of speed. Then go in normal, go in sport, do what you like, but I like to get the range out of the car. So that's there. You've also got your parking reversing beepers there. You can turn that sound off. Don't know why you would, but you can. And then on the other side you've got the auto hold, so when you're sitting at lights, it'll sit there, or on a hill start, you know, anywhere, it just holds the car for you. As soon as you apply a little bit of throttle, it releases and away you go. So yeah, I find that a really good feature. Then you've got your electric parking brake there. Okay, so the infotainment system here, it's very good. It's not as good as the level 3, level 4. You get a slightly bigger screen where you can see a little bit more. From what I have seen online, people really do rate that screen over this one, but it's totally usable, and I got on with it fine. So yeah, as I just head for home here and just about to get home, we'll call this drive a little day, and please ask as many questions as you like. I would love to be able to help a few people who are considering these as a company car. Ask away. If you try to find answers on the internet, you're not finding them, give me a try. I'll see if I can help. Anyone that's already got a company car who has any questions or can give me information, as we go through the weeks, please like and subscribe again, and use the comment section to you know, ask your questions or give me information. We're all in it to learn. That's what I think anyway. So yeah, please as often as you want, come and join me and enjoy the videos, and put as many comments as you like in there. Okay, thanks for watching. Until the next video, bye for now.